In the meantime, I'm gonna, be silently saying to myself, F you to all of your smiling Instagram workout photos. Jealous of you. Wish I was you, but also f you. Keep it real.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wednesday, midweek. Where do we even begin? I'm in the worst mood ever. You know that meme where the cartoon character is like sitting at a desk and everything's on fire and it's like, this is fine, everything's fine. This is kind of how I feel right now. I also kind of feel like that gif that like the girl from Look Who's Talking just got the hairbrush and she's like that's also how I feel right now. Ugh. Today was one of those runs where I literally paced back and forth on a street corner, like one, thinking about calling an Uber and getting in. And the only reason I didn't was because I was soaking wet because it was so hot and humid and raining that, I was afraid it was going to ding my Uber rating. Ugh, the things you do for an Uber rating. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do my best to, put a spin on it because this isn't as bad as I'm making it out to be. And I'm okay. Everything's friggin' fine. I'm going to be okay. Let's start a couple things. One, before we get into this episode, I want to start with this clip because I was really afraid after Sunday's run, as you saw. I mean, even admitting that to you right now, I went back and forth about whether or not I should talk about it because a part of me doesn't want to talk about it. Yeah, I was afraid of what Rachel was going to say to me on Tuesday, my PT, and here's what she said.
When you say it hurt on Sunday, what did it feel like?
Sore.
0 to 10.
3.
Oh, that's not terrible.
The day of it was like a 6 or 7.
Wait, what day did you run? Saturday? Sunday.
But by the next day it was like a 2 or 3.
Okay, that's good.
And right now I can just feel it, it doesn't hurt.
It's like a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not bad.
Okay, I thought you were gonna call it right there.
No. We just have to figure out. I think probably what happened in that run is you fatigued too much.
I think we ran too far.
How?
We did 10. I should have done 8 or 9.
What did I told you 8 or 9, didn't I?
I know, but they were in 10. What was I supposed to do? Turn around?
Yes.
I'm trying to make friends here.
Call a cab, get in the subway. Don't run the step further.
No, it's a group run.
No.
Okay.
This is how people get hurt.
All right.
They follow the group, and the group is not doing what they're doing. Or they try to run as fast as the group, but the group is faster.
So good news. Not terrible news. No, it was good news. Let's start a couple things. One, Kettlebell Kitchen started. All right. Kettlebell Kitchen, day 1. It's a bowl with sauce. I don't know exactly what it is, but it looks really good. And I'm starving, so I'm stoked. Oh yeah, that was great. I am stoked about the next 10 weeks on using Kettlebell Kitchen. A little background as to why I'm using Kettlebell Kitchen. One, this is a part of Project Moonshot, and diet's a huge part of making this crazy dream, this crazy goal a reality, because your body's a machine. If you put crappy fuel in it, you're gonna perform crappy. And I've been hurt, and one of the best things for me to do right now is to really take my diet as seriously as possible. It's just being conscious about what I put in my body, and it's a choice. I'm not depriving myself of anything. If I want something, I'll have it. I'll have a portion of it. I just don't want to, right now. Does that make sense? I'll explain more about what Kettlebell Kitchen is in another video. I think we're going to do something together, but it's a meal service. It's exactly what it sounds like. You pick up pre-made meals and you put them in your mouth and then you eat them. The second thing that happened this week was I started seeing a new acupuncturist, and she is an acupuncturist for athletes. And I went yesterday and it was incredibly painful.
Ow! Ow! I thought you said acupuncture would make me feel better.
I have a really, really, really high pain tolerance, ridiculously high. Higher than most people, and I laugh through pain, and yesterday was, oh my god, I wish I could have filmed it, but it's literally all in my butt and side, and so I'm just, you would have saw my butt. Yeah, so I did. But, ooh, was it painful. And then when I left, it literally felt like she took a bat and just, like, bashed my leg in. Which she told me would happen because what we're doing is soft tissue, like, releasing. Like, you put the needle in and out until the muscle spasms and releases. So, yeah, we did that on, like, my hamstring and piriformis muscle and in my lower back. Oh, my God, and, like, right in here. I don't know if you guys have this, but because I got boobs, right up here is so bad. But... ooh, boy, today am I feeling like crap. Which is probably another reason why I had such a bad 6 miles today. But yeah, without further ado, let's watch today's shit show, shall we? Thursday, August 1st, 6 super hot, super soupy miles. It's so humid. Let go. 2 miles in, drills. I don't know why I'm walking. I'm not that tired. But this, frustrating. This is so frustrating. Trying to turn it around though. Grateful to be out here. Just trying to tell myself, yes, I can. You know, in a lot of my writings I talk about crying on street corners. And I'm not crying, but this is what I mean. Like, I look around and I see people just running. And it looks so easy and effortless. And I know it's probably hard for them, but I miss that feeling. It's frustrating. I just want to get back to it. Well, maybe I will cry. It's okay. 3 more miles. I'm trying to focus on the fact that I'm running pretty pain-free. And the fact that I'm even running at all. It's this. It's all in my head. Okay, so a moment of weakness. I turned it around. I always talk about having tools in your tool belt. And what I mean by that is sometimes you have to pull for everything you have. And today, like, my mantras weren't working. I was bonking myself out, psyching myself out. And what ended up being the thing that pulled me out of the hole was reminding myself, like, are you doing everything you can? Yes. Then you have nothing to be frustrated about. I can't go back in time. I can't go in the future. Right? There's just right now. And doing your best. And for me, that wasn't quitting. Until I can get to a place where 6 miles is NBD, it's gonna be like this. I signed up for this. And this happens every time. We got this shit. Let's go home. Only a half mile to go. Downhill. I can do this. Yeah, so that was fun. I thought about recording something when I got home to, like, really get the emotional devastation I was in, but I couldn't. I took a bath because first I came in and, like, literally put the fan on the floor on my yoga mat and lied there for 10 minutes just thinking about my life choices. And then I took a bath, and for the rest of the day I've just been in the worst mood. Like I talked about in the video, I was able to turn it around, but, like, there was a moment there where I was pretty upset. This is what training is all about. And the most frustrating thing is that I know better. I know better than to get ahead of myself. I know better than to compare where I'm at to where I was. I know better than to think about how much easier this would be if I were 2 months down the line, or 1 month down the line, or even 2 weeks down the line. I am literally getting back into it. Like, I started at 1 mile. 1 mile. That's where I started. And now I'm at 6. That's not true, I'm at 10. But, you know, like, if I can get through a 10-mile run pretty okay, like I should have been able to get through the 6 today. But sometimes like these really bad runs teach you the most. And even though I'm like flustered and just mad as hell, it's fine. Everything's fine. But oh man, today did I think about stopping marathon training a lot. On those days, man, you just got to start like reaching for your tools in your tool belt, because should this happen on race day or even on a long run where you have to endure for hours and hours, like you need to know what to do to pull yourself out of it, because just because you start a bad run or just because a run becomes a bad run doesn't mean that it has to stay a bad run. Like today I pulled myself out of it. The rest of the day has been not so great. But again, like I'm letting myself fester a little bit because in a way it makes me feel good and it's not healthy. Your brain is the most important thing that you should be training when it comes to running. It really is. If you tell yourself that you're going to fail, you will fail. If you tell yourself it's going to be a bad run, it's going to be a bad run. And if you sit there just kicking yourself, letting yourself get to a certain place, or for letting go, or for losing fitness, like you're just setting yourself up for failure. Don't worry about what happened back then. Don't worry about what happened tomorrow or in the future. Just worry about right now. This next half mile, this next quarter mile, this next step, whatever it is, this next 5 minutes. And then do your best. Just do your best. Just do your best. Just do your best. It does get better. It does get better. In the meantime, I'm gonna, be silently saying to myself, F you to all of your smiling Instagram workout photos. Jealous of you. Wish I was you. But also f you. Keep it real. Just gotta keep it real. I'm sorry. There's nothing drives me more crazy than when you're in a bad mood scrolling through Instagram and seeing everyone stunt for the gram. I do it. But man, does it drive me nuts. All right, that's it.